in general, the pattern looks like this. So we have the coefficient. We can get the coefficient by using the Pascal's triangle. So depends on n. When we have power of 5, let's say, then we will use the row 5 of Pascal's triangle. So it will be something like this. And then the power for a, it decreases. It starts from power of n. And then the second one, we will have a coefficient, and then a to the power of n minus 1, and b, plus, next we will look at the next coefficient, and then the power goes like this, a to the power of n minus 2, n minus 2, and then times b squared, and then and so on. Can expand until the power of a until a have power of 0. And we know from our last meeting, our last lesson, that each of the row of Pascal's triangle can also be denoted by combination. So we can also write this down as n choose 1 times a to the power of, start from 0. So n choose 0 times a to the power of n, and then plus n choose 1 a to the power of n minus 1 times b plus n choose 2 a to the power of n minus 2 times b squared. Ini mohon maaf ya kalau kurang jelas. Kalau ada yang tulisannya kurang jelas, mohon langsung di ini aja. Ditanyakan saja supaya tidak salah. And so on. And as you can see, so basically the power or the coefficient, you can choose. You can choose to use Pascal's triangle. You can choose to use combination. So both methods are fine. And you just use the one that you think is easier for you. In general, so the problems in Cambridge exams usually ask only a few coefficient, a few or even just one coefficient, and not all the expansion. So that's why most of the time we'll use this combination. Because if we just want to find one coefficient and not all the coefficient, not all the expansion, then in general, it will be faster if we just use the formula instead of writing all the terms in a Pascal's triangle. Because if we want to write down the terms in Pascal's triangle, then we have to start from row 1 again, right? Jadi kalau kita mau buat segitiga Pascalnya, kita harus mulai dari baris pertama lagi, gitu ya. Kalau misalnya pangkatnya cukup tinggi dan hanya ditanya satu suku saja, gitu ya, cuma ditanya misalnya X pangkat 3 koefisiennya berapa, nah itu kan nanti buang-buang waktu, gitu ya, kalau kita harus gambar semuanya dari 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1 sampai bawah. Makanya biasanya kita pakai ini. Nah, tapi tidak salah, gitu ya. Tapi tidak salah. Silakan kalau mau menggunakan, kalau mau bergambar, gitu ya. Kalau mau menuliskan semua segitiga Pascalnya bisa kalian gunakan. Okay, so so here, as you can see, in general, the pattern for each term looks like this. So you can see for the first term, the second term, the third term, and so on. The second term, the third term, and so on. the pattern, the term looks basically like this, yeah. Yeah, so N choose something, let's say R, and then yeah, so A, power of A decrease, yeah. So it starts from N and then it decrease, and decrease. So basically we can write down like this, yeah. A to the power of N minus K. N minus K. Sorry, N minus R, ya. N kurang R. N ini ada times D to the power of R, ya. So yeah, so R starts from 0. So when R is 0, we'll have N choose 0 times A to the power of N. Yeah, times B to the power of 0, which is just 1. So we don't have to write it down. And when R is equal to 1, we'll have the second term. When R is equal to 2, we'll have the third term, and so on. Yeah. So basically, each term looks like this, right? Okay, and so what? So if you want to find a particular term, only one term, then we can just use this form. Yeah, you can just use this form, and then we conclude or we find the value of R, so we can get the coefficient. Okay. Sebentar, apa nih? Oh ya. Okay, so any question?
Jawab belum.
Oke, okay, insya Allah belum ada ya. Ya, mungkin untuk sekarang ya, supaya ini kalau ada pertanyaan silakan langsung saja ditanyakan ya. Tadi saya mau melanjutkan ke, ya kita langsung ke contoh ya. Kita langsung ke contoh. So let's change. Yeah, let's change the kalau di HP harus stop dulu ya. Oke, saya stop dulu. And let's see. OneDrive, Google Drive. Document. Okay. Tahu gimana aja deh. Let's screen ya. Udah muncul belum screen-nya?
Belum, Mister.
Belum, Mister.
Belum ya? Google kali ya. Google Drive. Ya. Oke, saya mau tunjukkan tadi. Nah, ini ya. Oke, so can you now see the screen?
Yes, Mister.
Okay, yeah. Good. Now, I'll show you some examples from past papers. So, yeah, by the way, I'll just use this opportunity to introduce you to the paper. Yeah. So your paper will look something like this. So, yeah, as you can see, this is the cover page. Yeah, it contains your name, center number, candidate number, and so on. Yeah, your data. Yeah. And basically this is in mathematics you will have to do the question in the question paper, in the question paper. So not, that is if you have the chance to do normal exam, and hopefully you will do normal exam next year, inshallah. So this is one example. Find the coefficient of x squared in the expansion of x minus 2 over x to the power of 6. I think before we go to this example, let's go to some easier example. So, okay, sebentar. Let's just first use another example, easier one. So let's say now I want find the coefficient of apa ya? Nah, ini kali ya lebih enak. So I want now to find the coefficient of, let's say, x to the power of 3, Let's say I want to find the coefficient of x cubed in the expansion of, coefficient of let's say x cubed in the expansion of, let's say, 2 minus x, 2 minus x to the power of 6, let's say. Yeah, now we want to find, ya ini tadi pangkat 3 atau pangkat 2 ada, pangkat 3 kalau nggak salah. Yeah, so what do we do to do this? So one way is of course to expand all of the binomial. So we do, sorry, yeah, we expand all of the power. That's one possibility, but yeah, it's a waste of time, right? So it's, yeah, as the power goes bigger, of course it's yeah, it's a better idea if we can just compute one term in particular and not all of the terms. So one way we can do is to find something like yeah, we use the form of each term, right? So we want the coefficient of x cubed. So we want the term. So what we want is a term in 2 minus x to the power of 6, such that it looks like something like this, yeah. So something blah 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 coefficient times x cubed, right? Yeah, something like this. And we know that the term, each term of the expansion looks something like this. Looks something like this, yeah. So n choose r times a to the power of n minus r times b to the power of r, right? And in this case, n is 6, and so, sorry, n is 6, a is 2, and b is negative x. Ya. So, ya ini kalau nggak jelas bilang ya, ini saya
Mister.
ya. Bentar, ini saya cari cara hapus ya.
Itu Mister yang clear mungkin bisa.
Yang clear ya, coba saya. Oke, udah biarin ya. Pokoknya itu A pangkat R, B pangkat R. Kemudian, nah, so we put the appropriate term in this formula or in this form. Yeah. So each term basically looks like this: 6 choose R, 6 choose R times 2 to the power of 6 minus R minus R times negative x to the power of R, yeah. So something like this. Each term looks like this, and we want this to be equal to, we want this term to have a variable of x cubed, yeah. And as you can see in this term, we have 3 factors. The first factor is 6 choose R, and we'll get a number from this, yeah. Next, we have 2 to the power of 6 minus R, so we'll get another number. And in the next factor, we have negative x to the power of R, yeah. And here, this factor is the one that will determine the power of x, right? So yeah, in this case, it's pretty easy to determine R, to find R. Yeah, it's pretty easy to find R. We just need to look at this factor, and then yeah, you can see this is negative x to the power of R, and we want x to the power of 3, yeah. So we can conclude that R is equal to 3. Why? Because we want x to the power of 3, yeah. Basically, we want this to be to the power of 3. Yeah, something like that. Yeah? And so that's why we want r to be 3. Okay, so we get r equal 3. And then what's next? Next step is just to use r equal 3 into this term. Okay, this formula. We use r equal 3 and we'll get the answer basically. So 6 choose 3. Oke, ini mungkin saya nggak terlalu detail ininya ya, perhitungannya. Pokoknya 6C3, 6 kombinasi 3. 6 kombinasi 3, 6 choose 3 times 2 to the power of 6 minus 3 ya, so 2 to the power of 3 times negative x to the power of 3. Sorry, negative x to the power of 3. Yeah, something like this. And then what is 6 choose 3? Nah, ini silahkan bisa dihitung gitu ya. Ya, singkat cerita ini sama dengan 20. Maaf. Ya, betul 20. 20 dari mana? Dari hitung ya. Nanti saya inikan lah. Ya, pertama yang 20, kemudian 2 pangkat 3, 8. X pangkat 3, negatif ya, negatif. X pangkat 3 berarti negatif. Negatifnya kita kedepanin aja. X pangkat 3. Ya, so we'll get negative 160 ya. Negatif 160 X cube. Okay, 160 X cube. And so the coefficient of X cube is 160 ya. Seperti itu. So basically the coefficient is this. Yeah. Okay, let me. Yeah. How do I get 20? Yeah, we use the formula for the combination ya. Mungkin di sebelahnya aja ini. So basically we have 6 choose 3, which is 6 factorial divided by 6 minus 3, so 3 factorial and 3 factorial, right? So this is 6, 5, 4, and then 3 factorial, yeah? Divided by 3 factorial, and so we can cancel out the 3 factorial, and the other 3 factorial equals 6, yeah? So we can cancel it out with 6, so we'll get 20. So basically something like that. And why negative? Because negative x to the power of 3, yeah? So I put the negative in front. Okay. Yeah. Ya, pokoknya kayak gini ya. Nah, so one more example from the past paper. Okay, so let me clear this one, and yeah. So now let's look at the real example from past paper. So find the coefficient of x squared in the expansion of x minus 2 over x to the power of 6. So just like before, we can do similar things. So we know that each factor looks like this. So x minus 2 over x to the power of 6. So each factor or each term each term basically look like this. Basically each term looks like this. So yeah, this is a power of 6. So the coefficient will be 6. Choose something just like before. Yeah, let's say 6 choose r. And then a to the power of 6 minus r, so x to the power of 6 minus r, and negative 2 over x, negative 2 over x to the power of r, yeah. So each term in the expansion of x minus 2 over x to the power of 6 looks like this, yeah. And now we want the coefficient of x squared, yeah. Okay, so this is a bit more tricky because here, as you can see, yeah, again, we have 3 factors. The first one is just a number, but now the second and the third factor will contribute to x, yeah, because we have x to the power of something and 2 over x to the power of something. So that's why here x is not just 2, ya. Unlike before, jadi di pertanyaan sebelumnya kalian bisa lihat kita mau x pangkat 3, berarti tinggal r-nya 3 gitu ya. Tinggal r-nya 3. Karena di sini tadi, kalau tadi kan bentuknya gini ya. Kalau tadi bentuknya di sini 2 pangkat sekian kali x pangkat r gitu ya. Nah, maka supaya x pangkat 3 tinggal r-nya sama dengan 3. Sekarang tidak seperti itu. Karena sekarang dua-duanya ada x-nya. Jadi kita harus lebih hati-hati. Okay, so what can we do to find r? So we have a few options. The first one is just to list all the possible list all the powers from the first term to the last term. The second one is to compute the power by using exponential rules, yeah, rules of exponentials. So yeah, okay, in this case probably it's easier, so we have 2 choices. So to find the r, we basically have 2 choices here. Yeah, or probably there are some other way. Yeah, but the most common one is these 2. So the first one is to list. Yeah, the terms, yeah, and then, okay, not the actual terms, just the power, yeah. And the second one is to use exponential. Yeah, or use rules of exponential. Ya, aturan pangkat gitu ya, yang pangkat kalau dikali jadi pangkatnya tambah dan sebagainya. Oke, mungkin saya cepat saja di sini ya. Saya pakai yang pertama saja di sini, nanti untuk yang satunya mungkin lain kali kita bahas. Exponen, ya, eksponensial ya, eksponensial saya singkat. Ini saya hapus dulu. Ya, ini masih ini ya, saya hapus ya, semuanya udah cepat. Nah, jadi tadi masing-masingnya berbentuk seperti ini. Sorry. 6 choose r times x to the power of 6 minus r times negative 2 over x to the power of r. So we'll just list all the terms, yeah. So let's start with r equals 0. When r equals 0, we will have, so when r equals 0, we'll have x to the power of 6, yeah. So x to the power of x to the power of 6, and then times 2 over x to the power of 0. So it's just x to the power of 6 times 1, yeah. And then the next term, the power of the next term will be when r equals 1. So when r equals 1, we'll have x to the power of 6 minus 1 times negative. Okay, let's just consider the x and not the coefficient, yeah. So this will be basically 1 over x to the power of 1. Okay. So here we'll have x to the power of 5 divided by x, which is x to the power of 4. Yeah. Okay. That's the second term. The third term will have r equals 2. Yeah. So r equals 0, equals 1, equals 2. When r equals 2, we'll have x to the power of 6 minus 2, x to the power of 4, times 1 over x to the power of 2, yeah? So we will have x to the power of 4 divided by x squared. This is x squared, yeah? Yeah, and we can stop here because this is what we want. If this is not what we want, then we continue, yeah? We continue to list the terms. Yeah, so we get this, which is what we want. And remember, this is r equals 0. This is r equals 0. This is r equals 1. And this is r equals 2. So basically, here we have r equals 2. Oke, dan ini kebetulan ya. Kebetulan R-nya di sini X pangkat 2, R-nya juga sama dengan 2. Tapi tidak selalu seperti itu. Pokoknya R-nya ini kalian pilih sehingga pangkatnya sesuai dengan soal. Gitu ya. Nah, so R equals 2, so what can we do now? We just need to input the value ya. So 6 choose 2 times x to the power of 4 times negative 2 over x to the power of 2 ya. So ya mungkin masih cukup ya di sini. Jadi di sini 6 kombinasi 2, 6, 6 choose 2 times x to the power of 6 minus 2 times negative 2 over x to the power of 2 ya. To the power of 2, something like this. And you will get 6 choose 2 ya. Ini silahkan dihitung lagi sendiri. Nanti dapat jawabannya itu adalah 15 gitu ya. So this is 15 times x to the 4 times 4 over x ya. 4 over x squared. 4 over x squared. So you will get 60 x squared. Yeah, and so the coefficient of x squared is 60 ya. Seperti itu. Yeah, so I think that's all for today. Yeah, actually I want to give some more example, but ya ini kurang mendukung ya perangkatnya sekarang yang saya pegang sekarang. Nah mungkin untuk contoh lain bisa dicari gitu ya, di buku juga ada. Nanti saya berikan exercise di Google Classroom, dari buku maksudnya, dari buku, nanti detailnya saya akan post di Google Classroom. So thank you for today. I hope you, I hope what I explained to you can be understood clearly. So see you next meeting, insyaAllah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, sir.